Good morning, delivery fam, and welcome back to another episode of Breakfast with UDM on the Life of a Gig Worker podcast. Now, in today's episode, we're diving into something that could happen to any of us. A fake Apple support call that can cost you your data, your savings, and more. Okay? I know a lot of us rely on our phones for everything, whether it's managing gig work, keeping in touch with clients, or storing important personal information. But what happens if someone gets control of your phone? In today's episode, we're going to hear a real story that's not just about lost data. It's about $11,500, $11.5K. This could be anyone, including you, if you're not paying attention, of course. So let's check this out. I'm going to play a video, and I really want you to pay attention to all the details that she shares and how everything happens. Check this out.
Last Saturday at 4 p.m., I received a text message from what appeared to be Apple support. It asked if I had made a charge of $11,500 at a Walmart in Bakersfield. I immediately went to my Apple wallet to check, and sure enough, there it was. My heart dropped that minute. Shortly after, I received another text saying someone from Apple would be calling you to restore the issue. Before I could even think to call Apple myself or check my emails, my phone rang. They asked me security questions, which they already had knowledge of. And in the panic of the moment, I answered and I confirmed, unfortunately, not realizing I have just fallen into their trap. They tried to transfer money from my bank account, and then when I realized this was a scam, I put the scammer on mute and used another phone to call the same number. Then it was too late. In a matter of seconds, my whole phone was wiped out, completely blank. Even my service was wiped out. I couldn't access my phone, not enough my information in my phone, my Apple ID from any device, all of my data and my photos, my contacts, my notes, all gone. Over 70,000 photos of my memories, over 1,500 contacts throughout the years created, all vanished in a matter of seconds. Apple told me that if someone changes your trusted number, even if you know your Apple ID and your password, you cannot recover your account. They're pretty much protecting the scammer and not the consumer, unfortunately. I'm sharing this because it could happen to anyone. Tell your parents, tell your kids, your friends. If they get a text, let them hang up and then double check the number from the company and let them call them directly themselves. I don't like to play a victim. I'm not a victim in this case. However, I'm a victim of identity theft. Please share this with whoever that needs to hear this and be aware. I would like to bring awareness and have a blessed one.
Crazy story, right? But you know what's even crazier? The screenshot that I took of her response to someone else's comment. Check this out. So the commenter left, so they were actually able to make it look like there was an $11,500 charge. And then the content creator says, yes, they put a charge through my Apple card and it was declined. That's how they phished me. Can you imagine what that person have felt like? Well, Christina K sells LA. Can you imagine what that would feel like? But crazy story, right? Okay. I can't even imagine what that felt like. I can't. I don't even know if you can imagine. Have you been a victim of identity theft? Right? But just think about it. You're out there working and thinking you're talking to Apple support, trying to protect your account, and then realizing that you fell into a trap. And like, as soon as it hits you, like, Oh, shit. Damn. Now you try to go and try to fix as much as you can before they gain access to everything. And within minutes, this Christina K sells LA, everything is gone. The phone, the photos, the contacts, the memories wiped the hell out. But here's the thing. This could happen to you, especially in gig work. You're always on the go and relying on your phone for work. She got a text saying there was an $11.5K charge at a Walmart she didn't make. Like, how many times have they tried this type of shit on you? They send these crazy text messages saying you have a package with USPS or was the other ones, whatever scam type of link or text messages that you can remember, put it in the comments below. But scammers love using urgency. They want you to panic. They do. Can you imagine getting this information while you're working? Some of you use multiple devices, right? When you're multi-apping. So can you imagine? We're all multi-apping, trying to get the next order. You know what I'm saying? And this is what hits you out of nowhere. You're busy trying to get this money, especially if it's a bit of a struggle. Now let's talk about why this should matter to you. Okay? You're a gig worker. You rely on your phone for everything. Orders, rides, if you do rideshare, of course, customer information, and managing your earnings. If your phone gets wiped or compromised, ladies and gentlemen, just like Christina K sells LA, you lose your job, your means of income. You lose your income, obviously, your data, your contacts, your personal memories. Right now, I'll tell y'all this. I've learned to care for memories. Before, I didn't even care for memories until my wife showed me the importance of having memories. She said she lost 70,000 photos, videos. I can't even imagine all the memories I've built watching my kids grow up to the ages that they are now. And man, sometimes I go back and I watch their baby videos and stuff and I tear up, man. Because I'm like, damn, man, I remember them days, man. But, not to reminisce, but this scam isn't just about $11,500. It's about the time and effort it takes to rebuild after your device is compromised, y'all. Let that marinate a little bit. Can you imagine the time and effort it would take you to rebuild after you lost all of your shit?
Oh yeah. What time it is, D-Fam?